Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. Let's have a look at the top ippons from the Tbilisi Grand Slam. Now how about this one? I don't know if we call it an uranage or not. Don't see this a lot in Judo, but it's definitely popular in wrestling, and I've seen Ilia Topuria do this a few times. He is the former featherweight champion in the UFC. Now this video, a little bit of a delay. It's been a while since I've actually seen these ippons, and now that I've seen them for a second time, I think they're just really high quality stuff. Really good ippons. Like this one here, a nice combination from Nozadzi. Now this is Bouchard and her classic Kataguruma. Definitely a force with this move. Now she had a fantastic performance at the Tbilisi Grand Slam, but didn't get picked for the French team to go to the European Championships, and she was complaining a little bit about that on X, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me because she's second in the world right now. Shout out to Ashvili here, catching the back leg with this Ashibarai. So if you catch the back leg, I mean, you're really going to send them flying. Now, I put out a question as to what people call this turnover, and I got so many responses. We got the sushi roll, Black Widow, Craig Fallon turnover, and then of course the Kokushikan Gaishi. So it's kind of crazy that we have all these different names for the same thing. But I've put them all on the Judo Wiki just so we have a place where everything's kind of collecting slowly. Thanks to the channel members for supporting that, and I hope you're enjoying the content. Now this next one from Salamanidze, definitely see it a lot when you get a sleeve grip early and you kind of attack that side with the Osoto. But this is a good combination here. Osoto into Seoi Otoshi. And usually I would associate this technique with more of the lightweights, but we actually saw quite a few heavyweights do this technique. Now this is probably my favorite throw. Ashiguruma. And Macedo does it well. Watch his surite hand. He goes kind of elbow in, pulling down on the head. Some people do like to do it elbow up or some kind of range in between those two. Down and up, kind of sideways sometimes. Now this is classic Adamian, the Kosoto. And then he kind of turns it into a bit of a Tani Otoshi, which sounds weird to say because he does get quite a bit of height, which kind of makes it look like an uranage a little bit, but maybe not. Now this Uchimata from Reyes, this is classic Japanese kind of Uchimata. Now watch him pop out the shoulder and go in for the technique at the same time. So Blue, he just didn't really have a surite grip, he was fishing for it as he was getting thrown. Sasai Surikomi Ashi now by Tasuev. And I gotta say, he's got so many good throws out there that I'm gonna have to do a top ippons video of Tasuev soon. Just so much good stuff from him every time he's out on the tatami. Now I really love this combination. Ouchigari goes cross grip on the sleeve and then attaches onto the back. And this is a common kumikata. And then the low Ouchigari, and on the return goes for the sumigaishi. Beautiful technique there, good combination. Now this is what I meant about Seoi Otoshi, that Osoto Seoi Otoshi combo being kind of a lightweight thing. And that's a beautiful one. This next one's fantastic as well. High, standing Seoi Nage. And ends up wrapping White's arm kind of around the face, which isn't the best, but strong neck, good control I guess. This is a good Uchimata too. Goes chest to chest. And then really pulls. And has to let go of the surite hand at the end there, but that's okay. Now Augusto, he's got some beautiful techniques as well. Definitely having some good performances recently. This time low Seoi Nage. Next up we've got the old Molai Kataguruma. Ducking under that side with two sleeves. And to be honest, I don't like this technique. I don't know why. I prefer the standard Kataguruma more than this one. Now this one I put in the Judo Wiki just as a concept of holding on, when holding on can be a bad thing. Aregba has a really tight grip and he just gets it used against him. You can't be hanging on to that top grip like that. And this one too, this is a really nice kind of grip for Sumigaishi, locking up the arm, like that before going for the throw.
He's gonna go the whole way.
And Nozadzi unfortunately gets thrown here in front of his home crowd with Kochigari. Beautiful Kochigari, really sticky to the foot. But here's an earlier highlight from Nozadzi, and this was amazing. Just classic Georgian judo, and I can't believe the referee gave this a wazari. I mean, is that not flat on the back? Haraigoshi now. And I did say in my commentary that I feel like Haraigoshi, I see it more in the women's categories. Except for Teddy Raniere, he's a big Haraigoshi guy himself. Now Shavdat Toshvili had a fantastic day. But I do want to say, did he take this technique from Ono Shohei? This is, especially in this next example, this is pretty much how he got thrown in the Olympic final. So I'm kind of wondering if, you know, Shavdat Toshvili had a look at that technique and thought, I'm going to steal that. That's a good one. Now check out the fake. Faking left and then going right for the Osoto. I've actually seen that a couple of times recently. And it is a very good fake. Walking up the top like this. Some people do this grip. It definitely locks up the neck and that surite hand. I'm not sure what to call that grip though. Not sure if anyone has a name for it. Now this is why it's good to take a tricep grip when you do sumigaishi, because when someone posts, you're putting a lot of pressure against their arm and it stops them from really posting on the ground. Next up we've got a big soresuri komigoshi. Not really a technique you see from the Georgians a lot, but Kapananadze, here he is with it. Beautiful technique. Now this next one, it wasn't a score because Matthew goes on the leg and he doesn't have a grip on the sleeve or on the upper jacket. But it is a beautiful technique, and I think something like this should really come back. That is a beautiful technique, for sure. I think he did well at the end there to control at the end of the technique. Here's a counter Osotogari, Osotogaishi, where you take someone's Osotogari and kind of reverse it in the opposite direction. Now this next one is where faking goes wrong. You can see White, he kind of turns. Maybe he was planning to do another attack after this one, but Blue just reading the situation beautifully. Now this is some nice stuff from Gonçalves. I don't know why him and Macedo have a really nice Ashiguruma. I'm not sure if the coaching team in Japan or they're teaching each other this technique. But Gonçalves, he's got some great stuff with Ashiwaza. And here he is again, Macedo. This time with that Osoto Seo Toshi combination. And earlier we had an Osotogaishi, but here's another way to do it. I wouldn't call this an Osotogaishi, but it is definitely a counter to Osotogari by Spikers. So you can see with that left hand under the armpit, that's going to give him a lot of control here as he turns him over. And of course when you do Osotogari, you're on one foot. A lot of techniques in judo, you end up being on one foot. And so there's opportunity, like this as well. Opportunities to counter people. And just a couple more ippons, guys. I do want to just end on this one. This one from Katarina. I mean, beautiful Seiryo Toshis from him. He's got some great techniques out there. But anyway, guys, enjoy the last few ippons. I'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe. Consider becoming a channel member. It really helps me out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.